Right, so we are streaming, officially streaming. Let me just mute myself. We are streaming, my friends. Let me just draw these levels up real quick and allow me to post these links on my socials and that. And I'm going to be right back. So my previous live, for some reason, it got categorized 18 plus for some reason. I don't know. It's just not making sense. Let me just close these. There we go. Okay, now man. Right. Says for some reason the live is not working. Right, let me just fix this because this is just another level of fuckery. I'll be honest. Another straight up fuckery. Why is it saying? Oh, right, I understand.
Behind you. I said, look behind you. Behind you. I said, look.
Right, so let's look at the 15-minute time frame. It does seem to be pushing down. I'll be honest. It does seem to be pushing down. So I don't know. It's a weird position to be in. I'll be honest. It's a weird position to be in because the 30-minute is still open, right? I would rather wait for confirmations and only then jump in, because you never know what's gonna happen. Essentially, you know what I mean? Yeah, there was no point. There is literally no point. So this was London session. Let's look at that. So we had a rejection. Nice. So London session was pretty nice, but yeah, New York's not been the best so far. But to be honest, it just started like 22 minutes ago, so we've still got time. We've still got time. Yeah, nothing. Just gonna wait. Just gonna wait for now. Nothing. There is no point waiting for this, right? So since this candle is about to close and it's overextended, right? I'm gonna adjust this to here. In fact, to here. But let's just leave it here for now. And then afterwards, maybe I'll just change it. Let me put out my chart here. Or you know, let me just put it here. Yeah, let's slide that right here. But let me post my links. Let me get my links out. Let me get my links out. Let me get these things out. So that's for those who want to watch me on Kick, which has better latency. But yeah, I mean, just waiting. I'm not gonna do anything. This could have been an impulse entry on the hourly time frame, but without any upper wick, I'm not really looking into trades. Yeah, I mean, just waiting. If you don't get a trade today, it's fine, right? It's totally fine. It's not a big deal, my friends. It's not a big deal. Right, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat my food, get my protein. Ooh, the rejection, amazing, amazing rejection. Right, amazing rejection. Like this is exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm not gonna go off of 15-minute time frame, I would wait for the 30-minute time frame, wait for some sort of confirmation. You know, there is no point jumping in for fucking risky trades, especially when one move could cost you hundreds and thousands of dollars, right? So yeah, just gonna wait. Just going to wait. Because we are ready to make some money. We are not willing to lose, right? We're ready to lose, but we're not willing to lose. I'm ready to lose. We're not willing to lose. We're ready to lose. There was a big difference. There was a major difference. I'll be right back. So let's look at news. We have the Canadian CPI in 2:30 minutes at 2:30 p.m. We have nothing tomorrow. Oh, we have nothing on Wednesday. Nothing. Wow. So this week is literally nothing. So let's see. I mean, the price action should be a lot better. But hey, let's see what happens. Right. Okay. Can we take a buy? No. Can we take a sell? No. Yeah. So just gonna wait. Simple. Let's keep it simple. You know. Let's keep it easy. Let's keep it simple, easy, lemon breezy. We chilling. I'm not gonna bother with fucking useless moves, you know? I've got a lot of shit on my desktop, you know, I should sort this out. Right, so if you have a bullish candle forming, right, on the 30-minute time frame, that could potentially mean that we should go for buys. But if we have a nice bullish candle forming on the 15-minute time frame, right, which is like this. So see how it closes slightly above this level. If that happens, and the next candle opens up, wicks down, breaks its own high, it could be possible buys, right? Could be possible, and I'm hoping it's buys as well, because sort of, yeah, it sort of makes sense for there to be buys, you know. Yeah, I would prefer buys. But let's see what happens. If you form a bullish candle and then the next one wicks down, breaks its own high, boom, we enter. But do not be annoyed or distressed because you have moves like these happening. You know, sudden surges to the upside, sudden surges to the downside, because essentially it just clears out nice range for you. You know, so now you have a nice clean range on the left hand side if you want to buy, and you also have a nice clean range on the left hand side if you want to sell. You know, so both ways you've got nice entries, you've got nice clean ranges, and it really eases things out, you know. So yeah, so let's see where this takes us. I'm hoping we form a bullish candle on the 15-minute time frame, because the previous 30-minute candle sort of rejected the downside. So that means if the previous candle, 30-minute candle, rejects and the next 15-minute candle forms in favor of the rejection, then you can go ahead and take the trade towards that, the opposite side of that rejection. Like if you rejected the downside, you can take a long position, right? The 30-minute rejects the downside. The 15-minute forms bullish, the current one after 15 minutes. If it forms bullish, you can take a buy trade essentially. But if, say for example, if this candle did not reject the downside, I would not prefer taking a buy trade unless the 30-minute candle forms bullish, right? So that's the only scenario where I'm thinking like, do you know what? I think the rejections that we've had make sense, right? They make sense. Like now I could possibly trade for a buy position, but hey, let's see what happens. So basically, essentially this rejection, it just means that before the 30-minute candle closed, rejection has already started. It already started occurring, right? So it offsets the rejection by a few minutes. But it all depends on this 15-minute candle closing bullish. If it closes bearish, like I'm not really in the mood to take sells, to be honest. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let us see what happens. It could be a nice sell though too in the long term. I mean, let me look at the hourly time frame. Yeah, it could be a sell in the long term. Yeah, but it depends. Like I said, if we get confirmations for sells, we take a sell. If you get confirmations for buys, we take a buy. As simple as that. There's no need to, complicate it any further. That's as simple as it gets. Yeah, I'm hoping. Go to the 4-hour time frame. What do we have? Well, we do have. Yeah, so this is where it gets kind of complicated because we do have a candle that's about to close bearish, right? Do I really care about these time frames? Sort of, yeah, sort of. Right, okay, so on Friday, price never reached Wednesday's highs or Thursday's highs, which means we have a greater probability of Monday's lows to break Friday's lows, right? We have a greater probability of that happening. But let's see, I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Plus, we only do scalping, we only do intraday, day trading, right? So it does not matter what's going to happen in the next course of fucking 3-4 days. It only matters what's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 hours, and that's it. We're done, right? We're done. So let's just wait for roughly whatever time this is. 8 minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 8 minutes. Yeah, so now that's done, and I'm just gonna wait. Yep. Hey Siri, set a timer for 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, that's happening. So, What video? Right, so it just depends on the way price moves. Right, if we keep on pushing down, there is not much we can do apart from just waiting. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not looking for sells. I'm not looking for nothing. The 30-minute is deceptive in the sense that we have a bearish candle forming, right? But the previous candle was sort of slightly bullish. And here's look, being just straightforward. If you're not sure about a certain setup, just don't trade. As simple as that. Just don't trade. I'm gonna say one thing though. If this candle closes bearish, right, on this wick, does not extend too much, right, and the next candle opens up, wicks up, breaks its own low, then we could enter for sales, right, depending on the volume. And like I said, it just depends on the volume. We're not gonna jump in. Right, nothing, just gonna wait. Right, people, nothing. We are not gonna do anything. Right, there is absolutely nothing we can do at the moment apart from waiting. Right, if this candle closes right on this resistance, right, that would be an amazing entry for buys. Amazing entry for buys, I'm telling you. Right, but apart from that, nothing. Just gonna wait. if this candle closes, right, closes on this resistance, amazing buys, amazing buys, right? We're just gonna wait for now. If this candle closes, amazing buys, I'm telling you. Right, so this is, yeah, I mean, this is confusing. Just gonna wait. Like I said, there is no point jumping in without any confirmations or anything like that, you know? Just gonna wait. Yeah, nothing, nothing. Right, let's see how the hourly candle is closing. Yeah, nah, I'm not. I don't know. It's confusing. Yeah, no sells right now. Nothing. I would rather not risk the position. You know, fuck it, man. Fuck it. Stop, man. It's literally no point. So yeah, the volume is extremely low. It's not enough. Damn. Right. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No volume. Um, yeah, man. I mean, there is no point trading or doing anything. I mean, at this point, because this could have been a nice sell entry, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna jump in with assumptions, because there is literally no point. Yeah, fuck it. I would rather just wait, just wait for some sort of confirmation. Yeah, yeah, no. Mm, I don't know now. Yeah, it's just not forming the way I want it to form. So I would just keep on waiting at this point. There is literally no point um, trading apart from that because yeah, you don't have no fucking entries. The volume is not amazing. It's not the best. Looking at the 15-minute we have this week, uh, that was rejected, right? And it could just keep on fucking tanking from this point onwards. But I would not risk my money like that. I would rather it closes bullish. I adjust the zone to here and just wait for some sort of closure, either above this resistance or below the support, right? But I would prefer buys. I would prefer it to close above this resistance so I could take buys, you know. So I mean, yeah, let's just see what happens. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, let's just see what happens. We've got about a minute and 30 seconds left. Would I take sells? No. Would I take buys? No. Not interested. Not interested, my friends. Not interested. Wow, Messi's I mean, to be honest, I'm not really supporting Argentina, right? Messi was a good player. You've got to say that. He was a very good player. Is he my favorite? No. Is Messi my favorite player? No. Sometimes you need to understand this is life, Shit like this happens all the fucking time. So, do you know what? This could be maybe this candle is just rejecting upside, right? The next one, wakes up, breaks and slow, and we could enter for sells. Right. Let me just look at the volume, Let me just look at the volume. I need a nice wake up first. That's what I need. Ah, fucking hell. This is this is exactly what I don't like, bro. Just random fucking. Right. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I mean, if it breaks this point again with volume, right? I believe I could enter. I really believe I could enter. If it breaks it with volume, that is. I don't know. I'm not too sure, man. Right, okay, we have this support, right? We could wait, yes. But okay, let's just look at this point, right? If it breaks this point with volume, 30, 30, 40 pips I could get, yeah. I don't know. Let's just wait, man. Let's just wait right now, to be honest. Just fucking wait. Yeah, I would rather the 30-minute candle forms bullish and then we keep on pushing up. Yeah, yeah, fuck that, bro. Let me just wait for confirmation I'm comfortable with. The risk to reward ratio is way off. I don't know, man. This is very confusing. Let me tell you that. Um, am I looking for entries like that though? Confusing, confusing, confusing. Extremely confusing. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have a trade today, to be honest, because the way it's moving, it's not giving me nice entries. Let me tell you that. It's not giving me nice entries. No, let me just place one of these. But that's an alert. Once this price comes to this point, maybe we could enter depending on the volume, right? I'm not too sure, so I'm not going to say anything. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to have my food until then. I don't know, man. I'm not comfortable. If I see buys, I'm gonna enter. Sells, I'm not too sure. It could be sells, yes, but I don't know, man. I don't know, my friends, my boys. Vamos, Spain, vamos. Got a few payments I need to make. Oh, hey, I mean, I'm gonna be straightforward with it, you know. I don't know. So confused. I'm just watching fucking YouTube, bro, because I don't know what to do at this point. Could be a nice buy entry, maybe in a few minutes. Ah man, this 30-minute candle. Please close back here. Please. My God. This shit is fucking confusing, man. Right, so just going over this real quick. The 30-minute closes bullish. Next one opens up, wicks down, breaks its own high. We enter with our stop loss below that candle's wick. Right, that's the first entry, which is a bit conservative, right? We might get our stop loss hit, so would rather go with a lower lot size or maybe half the lot size. Afterwards, when the candle breaks this high, we can enter with proper lot size, right? Depending on the way this candle closes. If this closes like right around here, or at least I don't know, with volume, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see the way it closes and then we come to a conclusion, isn't it? Right, so it's looking nice. It's looking nice. Do you know what? I want to do something. I want to log in with my account on the MT5 that I've got on here. On MetaTrader 5 got on my laptop. So might as well just trade on my laptop, isn't it? It'll make things easier. So I think I'm just going to use my phone for easier entries or just looking at networks, in general. So let me just log in. CK. That's the one. Next. Account 114442. Passport is fucked. Right, okay. Y7 UE